Hey guys, this is Nestor Adriansen. Thank you very much for watching this tutorial. Today I'm going to teach you how to design a pivot table and pivot chart from scratch. Okay, so for this exercise, I'm going to use 7 different steps and I'm going to put a lot of emphasis on the last 2 steps. Okay, the first step, we need data. Okay, so we're going to get data. We're going to use Yahoo Finance on Google, and then let's hit the first option and we're gonna look for a public company here. Let's type Amazon and then let's select the first option there. If we scroll down a little bit, let's hit historical data. All right, let's customize our search. If we hit this arrow, let's hit max because we need all the information that's available. Done. For frequency, let's select monthly and then we apply those changes and then we hit download data. Okay, so I already have this data right here, so you will get a very similar document. Okay, all right, so we are done with our first step. The second step, in this step we need to clean data. Okay, in this step we basically need to delete the information that we don't need. Okay, so for this exercise we don't need the columns B, C, D, and E, so we're gonna delete them. And then right here we can even edit this information. We can call this period. We can call this right here, this stock price. And then right here for volume, number of shares. How about that? Okay. And then we hit enter. There we have it. Okay. So we are done with the second step. The third step, we need to convert this data into a table format. Before we do that, let's make sure that we are inside of this data. Let's hit insert and then let's hit table, and then automatically this data is selected. We hit OK. There you have it. Step number 4, we need to reorganize data. So in this step, we're going to use a powerful tool. It's called Power Query Editor, and we are going to unpivot columns. So let's hit data and then let's select from table, and then we can see the Power Query Editor. It's loading. Right here, we need to unpivot these 2 columns. So we're going to select these 2 columns, and then let's look for unpivot columns. We hit unpivot columns. There you have it. But there is something else here that we need to fix. For period, there is too much information there. So let's edit that column as well. So we hit home. Then on the right side, let's look for data type. Click on the arrow and let's pick just date. There you have it. That's better. After that, we need to close and load this window. So now we see this new table in a different tab. We can even change the name. Right here, we can call this pivot table and pivot chart. And then we are ready for our step number 5, okay, which is insert pivot table. Before we do that, let's make sure that we are inside of this table. Always, please, don't forget. And then let's look for insert pivot table. Automatically this table was selected. Let's select existing worksheet because we want to place this pivot table here in the same tab. And then let's hit the cell and hit OK. There you have it. If we hit inside of the pivot table, and then let's drag period into rows right here. Let me make this a little bit bigger. For example, Right here for rows, we don't need quarters. So let's drag back to there. And then for columns, we need attribute here. It's there. And then value into values. Okay, there you have it. And then right here, we can even customize these numbers. They look messy. So right click, value setting fields. So we need average. And then if we hit number format, let's go to number. We don't need decimals, but we need comma right there. We hit OK. And then OK. There you have it. That looks better now. So let's customize this table a little bit more. Let's hit design. And right here, we don't care about this grand total. So for this grand total, on just for columns. There you have it. That looks better, right? Okay, because these numbers are average. So what you see right here, this is the average volume, the average number of shares, and this is the average stock price. Okay. All right. And so we can also customize this right here. Hit that cell and then change for period if we want. And then right here, let's just put value there. Value. And then right here, let's call it just labels. And then let's say right here, you wanna see in parentheses, we can put right there the dollar symbol. It's right there. Okay. All right, so we are done with the step number 5. Now let's go to step number 6. Okay, so always please make sure that you are inside of this table. And then let's look for insert, and then let's look for pivot chart. Okay, let's select pivot chart, and then because we have 2 different columns, and also if we see these columns right there, there is a huge gap, right? So that's why we are going to use this type of chart. It's called combo. So if we use that type of chart, we have the option to use the secondary axis. Okay, and then we can pick if we want to make number of shares or stock price as part of the secondary axis. So in this case, let's select just stock price, and then we can even select right here the same type of chart, which is line. Okay, after we do that, let's hit OK. There you have it. Okay, and then let's close these pivot chart fields for a moment because we want to edit this pivot chart. Okay, all right, so this is gonna be fun. Right here, let's look for chart title. So let's call this chart Amazon. Let's look for axis titles. Okay, right here we select that. Let's call this period, and then for the y-axis, let's call this number of shares. Okay, and then right here, these are months, for example, right? Let's right click right here and then select field settings, and then right here, this is months, and then we hit OK. There you have it. These are years, and then right here attributes, that's fine. Amazon right there. This one right here, let's hide this one right here. Right click again, and then high value field button on chart. There you have it. That's better. Okay, personally I like to add primary major vertical right here. There you have it. Let's close this one right here because we don't need that. Let's make a little bit bigger, and then right here, because we have a lot of zeros there, right? If we select that information, those numbers, and then right click, let's format the axis. Let's do it again, format axis, and right here for display units, let's select millions, for example. See, that looks better now. And then let's close this right here. Can make it a little bit bigger, and then we can, yeah, this is basically customization, right? That's what I mentioned at the beginning, that we will be spending more time in these two last steps, okay? And then you can customize according to what you need, right? You can filter the information. Let's say that you are interested for the last 5 years. Hit OK. There you have it. This one right here is basically stock price, right? This is it, guys. Now you can share this beautiful chart with your boss, okay? Once again, thank you very much for watching this tutorial. I will keep posting more tips and tricks in Excel. Please don't forget to subscribe, and see you next time.